Hello YouTube, Hairy Trucker here, and this is going to be a series of short TomTom tip videos. This is the TomTom 5150 truck sat-nav. I've had several people asking me to show how to do certain things. So in this one we're going to have a look at points of interest. Points of interest are basically labels and kind of things that you can set up so you can find them easily. They're like kind of favourites but a little bit different. They're points of interest. We can make our own points of interest as well as using other people's, and I'm going to show you how to make your own point of interest now. So we'll click on the screen and go into settings, and then we will scroll across, and you see we've got manage POIs and show POIs on map. That's points of interest. So I'm going to go into manage POIs first. Now what I can do here is I can add excuse me, I can add a point of interest. I can select when the TomTom warns me when we're near one, and you can see I've got some greyed out categories here as well, and then I can add a point of interest category. I'm actually going to do that first. So I'm going to add a point of interest category, and I'm going to call this customers. So this is great if you have regular customers that you go to a lot. You can actually set up this category called customers. You can select which icon it will show on the map. So I'm going to select the skull and crossbones. That's not a slight on any of my customers at all. So we've now created a point of interest category, so I can now put all my points of interest in there so I can find them easily again. So I'm going to go to add point of interest, and then you can see it says select category to add to point of interest. So I'm going to select customers. Now what I can do is I can choose how I want to add this point of interest. So I can choose my home location as a point of interest. I can choose a favourite that I've already made as a point of interest. I can choose an address, a recent destination. I can do a local search. I can choose points of interest that they've already got on here. I can choose my current location, a point on a map, latitude, a spoken address, or position of my last stop. I'm going to go for local search, and I'm going to go search in city. I'm going to say Bristol. Select Bristol. Do a local search for what's in Bristol, the airport. This might not work because I'm inside. See if I've got a signal. What I would usually do is I would turn up at a customer's location, and when I was there I would actually choose my location in the previous menu. There we go, Bristol Airport. So we'll select Bristol Airport, select name Bristol Airport. You can enter the phone number, which is really helpful. So if you've got your TomTom Bluetooth to your phone, you can actually go find Bristol Airport and your points of interest and then ring them. Bristol Airport is now stored. Okay, so I've now got Bristol Airport stored in my point of interest. If I go back, I can show the point of interest on a map. These are all the other points of interest that are already installed, and I can see our category there, customers, so I can make sure that all my customers are shown on the map. So I'm going to go back into manage points of interest and go to warn when near points of interest, and if we scroll down, it's probably, there it is, customers. So it'll actually warn you when you're approaching a customer point of interest. You can select a range of different warnings, full spoken, brief spoken, sound effect, or you can even type in your own warning. You can type in customer, and you can warn if it's only on the route that you're currently on, or if you're near it. If you're near it, it will still warn you. So that's that done. We can edit the point of interest. So if this customer moved location, you don't have to make a whole new one. You can go in there and then you can edit the name. You can edit the phone number, and you can edit the location as well. If you want to delete certain points of interest, you can go into delete, select the category, select the customer or the point of interest that you want to delete, and then press delete, and then press yes. I'll show you another way of doing this as well. If you add point of interest, add it into customers, point on a map. No. So if I zoom right out, so you can get the map of the whole of the area that your TomTom is set up for, and you can zoom into any area, and you can select absolutely any point on the map that you want. That blue dot there represents the point, so you can select done there. That'll show you just a quick recap. Press select, name, OK. Again, you can enter the phone number. So that location is now saved as a point of interest. So if I go back and go to navigate to, this is where points of interest really comes in handy. You come to the navigate screen. Instead of having to type the address in, I can click point of interest. I can click point of interest near me, in city, near home, along route, or near destination. So I'll go into city and I'll type in Huddersfield because that's where I just put that one. Navigate to customers, and there is our point of interest. That confirms it, and press select, and then I can navigate straight to that point. So that's a very quick guide on how to set up points of interest on the TomTom 5150 truck sat nav. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, then just leave them in the comments. Cheers guys.